All right, I'm going to quickly walk through like what you should be seeing and what you need to look for, and then how to use Fourscore and Ultimate Guitar. Um, I'll try and go through. I'm probably going to go through rather quickly, but obviously you'll have a video. You can rewind and watch it as many times as you need. Anyway, to get going, I got a Duo. Doesn't matter what version of Duo you have. It's all kind of the same. So always, you want to make sure that you're paired. So you want to make sure you have a good connection. You want your device to say connected, and you want it to have the little blue eye next to it. As long as you see that, should be fine. We already worked through a couple problems that you had with that. Everything's good. You probably don't need to mess with anything there. The most basic thing that I do is I check the connections and I test apps to make sure that something's happening. We went through this mode change, but I'm going to show you on here. You need to be in mode 2. So you hold down the mode button, let go on the second red flash, both LEDs flash twice. Now, if you have a connection, you can do things in all kinds of different apps. This is Safari. So this is what it looks like when I open it up. I think you said you had the menu bar across the top. Normally you'll tap it, you'll get something that pops open, or you can, choose your keyboard icon to bring your keyboard up. Whatever, either way, I always go to Yahoo. Okay, so you can see when I press the pedals, it takes a second. And I had to touch the screen, I had to kind of move it, get that little keyboard thing to go away. But see, if I press the right pedal, it's moving down. If I press the left pedal, it's moving back up. That's something you want to see. So you may need to kind of mess with the screen, scroll it up and down, get that little keyboard to go away. But in the end, you should be able to make it do that. Sometimes Safari can be a little goofy, so if it's not working for you, it doesn't mean anything's necessarily wrong yet. You can also use a program like this, Notes. So you see I have tons of just random things. If you touch somewhere, you'll get the blinking icon. Oh, it moved on me. If you press, you see I have the blinking icon right there. And if I hit my down pedal, the icon the blinking cursor goes down. If I hit the left one, the blinking cursor goes up. Our product sends the up and down arrow keys. It should make a cursor move up and down in Notes. That's another thing you can try. Okay. This I don't use quite as much, but I mean you can. You can see that there's something selected on the left-hand side. If you hit your right pedal, it'll go down in the settings. Hit your left pedal, it goes up in the settings. If you can get any of these things to happen, you probably have a good connection. You can move on to the apps that you actually want to use, like Fourscore. When I open Fourscore, that's what I see. When I was telling you to tap the screen, sometimes that you can hide that menu bar, but if you tap it, it can come back up. You said something about a split screen. The only thing I found is if you hit this little settings icon for the search bar, you have something like this called display mode. That's what mine is. You may want to choose that if you've chosen something different. I'm not sure what setting you may have adjusted. I just wanted to point that out because I bumped into that. That might help you with your split screen thing. If not, you may still need to contact Fourscore. But this is what I and most customers see. If you want to set up your pedals, you go into this little toolbox icon in the upper right. You choose settings at the bottom. You choose page turners and shortcuts. And then you choose something. So I would choose previous page. It's got the 3 little dots, means it's waiting for a signal. Hit your left pedal, and the 3 dots change to an up arrow, because once again, our product sends up and down arrow keys. Now I would choose next page, hit my right pedal, fills in with the down arrow. Once again, left pedal up arrow, right pedal down arrow, it's registered. You touch outside that screen and you have your music. I have a multiple page song. I'm able to go through multiple pages. So anyways, right page forward, or right pedal forward, left pedal back. That's how Fourscore works. If there's any other settings you may have adjusted, that those would be something you want tech support for Fourscore to possibly walk you through, because I'm just not trained. I don't know all the different settings in Fourscore. I don't use it personally. I just know a little bit about it from helping customers, and I can generally get people through, setup issues and all that. The other app that you're asking about was Ultimate Guitar. That's this icon. You said you knew how to get to the pedal interface area. We went there. You just choose your settings, pedal interface. This is the screen you see. I'm not even seeing the air turn settings thing, so I have to scroll down. There's my air turn settings. This is the screen that you should see. If you don't see this, then you could be having an app problem, okay? But in here, you want the switch on. You want to choose keyboard. You hit the back button. Scroll back up to where you see things. So scroll tab up is usually backwards. It says, press a key on your pedal. You want to do for scroll tab up left. And you see how it filled in ped 1. Then you want to choose scroll tab down. It says press a key on your pedal on the screen. Press your right pedal. Now it says ped 3. That's your setup. You can just go find a song. I don't really have any. I think I got to get to the home page somehow. And like I said, this is where things get a little goofy. I don't really use these apps, so I just know a little bit about them. Enough to maybe kind of get somebody set up. That's kind of it. Let's go back. Let's say rock. I'm just going to pick the first one. I don't really know. Chords. Okay, so like this is the music. You press your right pedal, it goes down. Left pedal goes up. That's what you do for setup with Ultimate Guitar, and then it should work. Now, if your apps aren't working, something that might be valid is if you have a home button like I do, you can double tap it. Those are your open running programs. You just swipe up on them to close them, and you would close everything that you have open, okay? Now, it's also possible that, like if you don't have a home button right here, there's a way to do that still with your finger. So not all iPads have this home button. I think you said yours doesn't, but what you do is you touch the very bottom center of your screen. Oops. Touch the bottom, scroll up like that, and then let go. And then you swipe up to close your apps. I would tell you to close all your apps, then go back in. Like we were having troubles with Ultimate Guitar. So I would swipe up and close that app, and then I would tap on Ultimate Guitar to reopen it. It's going to start me over because I don't have an account. I just need to get out of here. None of this stuff you'll be doing. I just need to get back to kind of the beginning here. So then you would try to go back into your settings where the pedal interface is. You'd want to choose AirTurn settings, make sure AirTurn support switch is on. Hopefully you'll get back the options for AirDirect or keyboard. You make sure you have keyboard chosen, hit back, and then same thing as before, you would tap on something on the screen like scroll tab up, press your left pedal, tap on scroll tab down, hit your right pedal, tap somewhere outside the screen, and then this would be the same thing we did before. You get to a song. This is just an ad. I have to wait for it to let me close it. Okay, so we're back to the music. Boom, right pedal goes down, left pedal goes up. That's how you that's how you would set things up for these two apps. I showed you how to force close. I showed you how to check the connections and make sure everything's working on other apps. Let's just start there. Let's see if that helps you out. And if you need to, you can just call me back and let me know if you need more help. Hopefully that's all we need to do there, though. Bye.